they will have lost 4 straight games there. 5 straight games. No, 4. Because they beat the Yankees.
On Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday. Shut them out. 2-0. Real barn burner there on Sunday. But they will have lost all 4 games against the Tigers. And they'll lick their wounds tomorrow and be back in Kansas City. 8:10 is the first pitch against the Royals, who are also a terrible team. Fortunes can change year to year, obviously, and the Royals are usually one you got to look out for, but they're near the bottom of the barrel this season. So Guardians will play first of 3 on Friday night against the Royals, and then they're back in town to play the White Sox starting Monday. And then the Tigers come to Cleveland, so who knows? Hey, Mike, checking in from the west coast of Ohio. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, Alan, hate the show.
How are you?
Good. Well, I was sitting back this past 4th of July weekend, dodging some bullets, thinking about this 10-year-old abortion rape case, and it just, it's just one of a string of many issues recently that everyone jumps too quickly to conclusions and is making assumptions before really we know everything about it. It is really crazy. Like, looking at even the one Mary Santora there across the desk from you, everyone has this preconceived notion that female comics are funny. Yeah, right. And then, you listen to some of her comedy and you realize that you're right, that women aren't funny. But then you listen to some of Bill Squire's comedy and you realize, relatively speaking, Mary's pretty damn good because how good
Mike,
Bill is.
I thought we were pals.
But what I really wanted to get to is I think this is all it's very predictable, but what's really, really scary, even you can talk about the gun issue and people like the politicians and what's been happening recently. I don't know if you saw the Wyoming debate, the GOP primary debate, or the Arizona one. You should really look up those highlights because it just makes us all look so weak and stupid. You got the governor of Illinois there calling to move on, giving a quick prayer, and then move on.
I'm going to play Mike off. I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but
Sometimes he really hits it, and sometimes he...
Thank you. There's Mike, who is checking in from the west coast of Ohio. I don't know what he was talking about, other than kicking both Mary Santora and Bill Squire in the balls.
Whatever, dude.
Which seemed unnecessary.
Mm-hmm. I talked to Joe.
Supposed to be kicking Poundcake in the balls. You're not going to be here for a week. You're not going to have another chance to do it for a while.
People are laughing at me whenever I tell them I'm going to Vegas. They're like, for how long? I said, technically it's 6 days, but they're like, you're going to want to go home after day 3.
That's what I hear from everyone. That 3
a little
days
Vegas
is
goes
enough.
a long way. Well, because it's 110 degrees and it's,
They say you guys, and me, I was perfectly fine with like going on a cruise, like doing like a small little, no, family wanted to go to Vegas. And they're like, they just are laughing. They're like, and your family has never been to Vegas before. Everyone's out of shape. And you guys aren't bringing a car. Like, they're like, no.
What's out of shape have to do with anything?
Because we're going to do a lot of walking.
Walking?
Yeah, but I mean, most tourists you see walking around state parks aren't, they're not ultra marathoners. It's fine. You walk at a half a mile an hour and,
My families are going to see a bunch of mirages.
There were some people at their...
Is that a Walmart chicken?
Right.
That's a pterodactyl. Maybe that's what happened the first time. He was just tired and dehydrated.
Today is National Fried Chicken Day, Poundcake. I think your mom prefers the broaster chickens, though, right? From Walmart? Not the fried.
The rotisserie.
Rotisserie. Isn't that?
Alan.
Yeah, sorry.
At the Grand Canyon, there were some people that, like, I was huffing and puffing because some of those trails are tough, man.
Hell yeah,
like, you're
they
at
are.
an incline and it's hot. And I saw some people who were, like, large
Yeah.
people. No, like not fit. Where I was like, who convinced you that this was a good vacation?
That's
like,
how great the national parks are.
There's no way this was your idea. Or maybe it was like I've never done it, I'm going to push myself
Bucket
kind of
list.
thing. Yeah.
Yep.
But there were people who were just like hiding in the corner of shade that they could find and quit and walk a couple steps every 10 minutes.
I understand.
I remember when I went to it was Portland, and you walk up. We went to the same waterfall. You had your for I'm living for me experience. That was a very steep mountain.
Falls, yeah.
Yeah, we're walking up there. It's all steep, and I'm like, I better not trip. I better not fall because it's curtains. It's curtains because I'm about to fall.
It's curtains for me.
Yeah. Why are you talking like a 30s gangster?
It's catons.
Yeah, catch on the flip flop.
So, yeah, no, everyone I talked to, I was getting my haircut yesterday, and Var was like, oh, yeah, you go have fun in Vegas. How long you staying? I said, 6 days. He said, okay. And again, my idea of a vacation is no set agenda. I just want to sit by the pool, and whatever happens, happens. If we feel like going, we can go. We're here. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, you are going to get burned out about halfway through
Want
that.
a schedule? I don't want to schedule.
But even with no schedule, 6 days can be a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Dude, we weren't even in Vegas. My family vacation started to fall apart around day 4. And it was like day 6 when everyone's screaming at each other. And I looked around the house and I was like, we can all agree the next family vacation's a weekend, right? Like we're
I was
going to
say, it should be a long weekend.
Yes.
Like a 4-day thing.
And
Yeah.
this
That's
is like,
more than enough.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is like the test because we, as the Browns, like we've joined our extended family into vacation, so we've hijacked their vacations, but we've never gone on ones ourselves in 20-something years. So this is a big deal. So now we're gonna understand how to travel with each other, live with each other, and enjoy each other's company. So and it's
Are
like
you all staying in the
It's like
same
the
hotel?
real world, but with a mother and 2 sons.
we're staying in the same hotel,
The same
but not,
room?
Oh hell,
3
no.
separate rooms?
Yeah, we have 3 separate
Okay.
rooms.
I don't know.
I want to shut your ass up. Just in case I want to bring.
Because he wants to taste the city.
Well, I don't know. He talks about them being cheap and trying to fly on a budget. No one's
No.
sitting next to
That's
each
one
other.
thing I will splurge for is my own room. I don't want to share a room with them. And then I was talking about, and my mom had the nerve to ask. She said, "Well, why do you need your own room?" I said, "I'm grown." And she said, "I know you're not going to bring random people into your hotel room. I know that's not what you're not going to do." I said, "Oh, I'm not going to bring them in."
She doesn't know you're her son very well, does she?
I was like, "I'm not going to bring them in. I'm going to bring them back." And she said, "Oh, no. We can't have that."
Mom,
I'm like,
you know I banged a guy who followed me to Jamaica, right? Just FYI.
Yeah, she was the one that was about to sell my ribs on the black market, not that dude. She was so mad.
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll come back from Las Vegas having a new and deeper understanding of each other. Maybe this will be through the strife and the difficulty that comes with a trip like this. Potentially, we'll have learned something new about each other, and you'll come back with a different perspective.
That, or they'll have to close the Grand Canyon because his brother farted in it.
Yeah, close the whole Grand Canyon.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm
There's
sorry
not
we've
enough
had to
wind here
close
today.
the Grand Canyon. Poundcake's brother farted in the Grand Canyon. Farted in the Grand Canyon. Not the national park. Into the canyon,
canyon
itself.
itself.
I'm sorry.
This is Brooke, former Kosovo bureau chief. Just calling to give Cody a little bit of, information. So my husband and I just got back from our 10th wedding anniversary vacation. We went to Dubai and Abu Dhabi and the Maldives. So, Poundcake, Cody, whatever you want me to call you. You can...
Honey, where do you want to go for our 10th anniversary? The Maldives? Oh, my God. It sounds like bliss. But first, let's go to Abu Dhabi and Dubai. It's so romantic.
Probably the same.
Let's go to
tour.
countries where, like, women aren't... that's where I want to go for my 10th anniversary. You're kind of backloading it there with the Maldives. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Totally go to Dubai. It is such an international city. Nobody is looking at you. Don't go making out with dudes on the street corner. You'll be totally fine. You would have a great time in Dubai. Abu Dhabi, on the other hand, I'm going to say that's probably a no. Like, Dubai was way more conservative than the U.S., and Abu Dhabi was like Dubai
give it
conservative times 100. Yeah, like we went to a couple mosques in Dubai, and I was able to wear, long pants, 3/4 length sleeve shirts, cover my head, perfectly fine. I wore the exact same outfit to a mosque in Abu Dhabi, and they were like, you have to go buy sleeves. So I had to buy like these almost like leg warmers for your arms, like not 1 inch of skin could be showing when I walked in this other mosque. So it's...
That might be good for your...
How many mosques do you think Poundcake's going to go to?
a lot.
He's going to go to a lot of... Hey, where's the nearest mosque? I got leg warmers for my arms.
Definitely more conservative. But you also know you can't really drink there, right, Cody? Anyway, long message. Love you guys. Hate the show. Bye.
Bye. There's Brooke, who used to be our bureau chief over in Kosovo.
I feel like that law, at least in Dubai, from what I've heard, from people that I know have gone and that have worked over there, that law, they made the law for people who live there, but like if you're at a resort, it's kind of like ignored. Like you're allowed to drink. They serve alcohol at the bar at the resort. You're allowed to drink there. So I don't know how strictly enforced that is, but it is on the books.
Well, you might want to find that out before you go.
Like she was just there. You don't trust what she says?
No, I do, but I've heard people that have worked there, like worked at the hospital, not even Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, like they've worked there and they're like, yes, there's gays there. Yes, there's meetup parties. Like there is a lifestyle there. It's just all done in secret. So they put the laws on the books, but there's a bunch of cognitive dissonance to everything. So they're like, no, you can't drink, but enjoy yourself.
Well, there's something
Enjoy
to
yourself
consider.
real hard.
Enjoy yourself so hard. I'm doing some hardcore enjoying. I was talking earlier about, it kind of made me chuckle. I was talking earlier about how Carlos Santana passed out on stage last night out at Pine Knob in Detroit. And I was also reading about how Travis Scott was doing a show out at Coney Island. And the headline was that he paused the show for the safety of the audience.
Hey,
I'm like,
lesson.
this guy's shows are going to be 8 hours long because this dude's going to be stopping every 45 seconds. Anybody in the crowd falls down, this guy's going to stop. If he happens to hear a random scream, this guy's going to stop. How was that Travis Scott show? Oh my God, we didn't get out of there until 4 a.m. Why? He kept stopping. He was asking people if they're okay. You had a box of Kleenex up there. Some lady looked like she was going to sneeze. When I handed it down to her.
Overdoing it.
Yeah. He wanted to the whole venue had to have ceiling fans installed so that people wouldn't overheat. When the fans were climbing on one of the lighting trusses. And he's like, hey, you got to get off that. Don't you know what happened at my last show? You got to get off this. Because that's when you become, something like that happens. That Astro World show that he did, it was almost 2 years ago. 10 people died, bunch of people injured. Once you have a show like that, you have to very much err on the side of caution. You got to be that's when you have to become the cop on stage, which is no fun. You're like, hey man, could you guys please get off the lights? You know who you came to see? I'm Travis Scott, all right? There's an asterisk next to my name in every article.
It's gonna make
10 people dead.
Whole audience just like bounce houses.
Yeah. Paused for the safety of the audience. Hey, you guys okay? Yeah, we're fine. I just went to get a beer. Okay. Just checking. 1, 2, 3, whatever his songs are.
He's got a lot of 1, 2, 3 starts to his songs.
I don't know what his dumb songs are. So he goes 1, 2, 3, and then they start the song. The band, I'm sure he has a full band, full orchestra behind him, stops the show.
I couldn't name a single Travis Scott song.
No, of course not.
I knew he had a Happy Meal or something.
I know he had a McDonald's collab, but that's all I know him from. And he left it in Kylie Jenner a couple times, I think. But yeah, boy. Because you figure on the flip side of that coin, if you're somebody going to a Travis Scott show, you go, hey, maybe I'll get hurt. Let's see how far we can push this.
I will sue.
Maybe I will fall off the lighting truss, and my defense will be Travis Scott didn't stop the show.
How am I supposed to know this isn't okay? The artist didn't
Fool
tell me.
once. Yeah. So, he did the Billboard Music Awards a couple months ago. He's been quietly trying to ingratiate himself back into live performances because Diddy is one of his boys, and so Diddy will throw him up on stage and do stuff. But he did a Coney Island show, and people were getting a little rowdy, and of course he's got to stop the show because you can't be like, all right.
They sure got Joey Chestnut out there to keep things in
order.
Yeah, Joey Chestnut he's got a broken foot and he's still choking out protesters. And that intro, I don't know if you watched the hot dog eating contest, but the intro that the guy in the that was dressed up like a barbershop quartet singer, he's like, there will be a time when there is nothing anymore. But and it's like this long.
This was
intro.
part of the.
Yeah, it's Joey Chestnut's intro, and he's like, "But that is not today. Today we are here to celebrate one of the greats." It's a fantastic intro.
Is it still him against Kobayashi?
No, Kobayashi has retired.
So Joey Chestnut's the last man standing.
There's nobody that's really a contender.
There are no threats to him.
Yeah, there's a few guys that can definitely put down a lot of hot dogs. There's one guy that put I think he 50 or so, but he was still 15 behind Joey Chestnut. And Joey Chestnut did not have one of his better years. He did 63 or something, which is pretty bad for him because last year he did 76.
Jeez. Good job, Joey Chestnut. You're slipping.
He's injured this year, so you got to take that into consideration.
A broken foot?
Yeah. You know how breaking foot hurts your chewings.
Yeah.
God, hot dogs are good.
Hurts your gullet. Well, no, I just saw the video where some protester hops up in a stormtrooper costume with some sign that was like, "Stop eating animals" or something.
Yeah.
Joey Chestnut puts a guy in a chokehold. Mm-hmm. That's the only kind of choking you want on that stage.
That introduction was over the top, and it was great. And I was watching it, and my girlfriend would keep walking into the room, and it'd always be at the spot where someone would have the wettest hot dog bun just hanging out of her mouth, and she'd be like, "Oh," and she'd leave, and then come back in. Yeah, it's real gross. It's the grossest contest, but it's still fun to watch.
Hey, Joe in Philly, what's going on?
Yeah, what up, guys?
That was so loud.
What's up?
A little rusty.
Hey, you guys are briefly talking about family vacations. I have one coming up in September. For first time in a long time, I'm going for 2 weeks straight down the shore, but it's with my in-laws. Now listen to this house. 6 adults, 6 children under 5.
Yeah.
2 newborns, and the rest are under 5. I've already gotten the okay from my lady. She said I could do whatever I wanted, because I only usually go down for 4 days. But she was like, my in-laws are insanely crazy, plus all of the other kids. I might lose my mind. So she was like, yeah, you can go do whatever you want. So I'm able to go do jiu-jitsu and train and stuff like that. But
jiu-jitsu.
I want to go whatever you want, like booting heroin and smoking crack or something. Go do what you want. Jiu-jitsu.
Joe's out there chipping H on the beach, and he's like, I'm going to go do some jiu-jitsu.
Well, I mean, it's either I choke out one of the kids or I choke out an adult. So it's give and take.
We're going down the shore end of this month for the first time ever. The Jersey Shore. We're going to be there for a week.
Yeah, you're gonna wear your Crocs on the beach, right?
My Crocs? You imply that I own Crocs. What do you mean Crocs on the beach? Is that a thing?
Well, I thought you just didn't want to step on needles or anything like that.
Oh, I mean, I'll wear something. Yeah, I'll wear some flip-flops.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Yeah.
Good move. You're not gonna say where you're going, are you?
Yeah, we're going to Normandy Beach.
Normandy?
Yeah.
In
France?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
France of Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore. There's like a Normandy Beach, right, is what I was told? Like our in-laws have a house there. That's why we're going.
Yeah, probably up north. Yeah, I don't go that way, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't, yeah. Yeah, you're going down.
Yeah, we go south.
Right. He's going south. I'm going north. Right. He's in Philly. Don't take him to...
go low, we go high.
Don't take him... don't take the family to South Street, all right, Joe?
Yeah. Well, that's only if we want to get a workout. You get your running shoes on and just wait for the starting blocks to go off.
Yeah, don't wear your Crocs on South Street.
Don't wear my Crocs on South Street?
This guy, he's trying... follow along,
Go to
will you?
bed. Go to
Yeah,
bed.
come on, Joe. Go do some jiu-jitsu. Get your brain all mossy again. I got to take a break. I'll have another $1,000 for you at 4:30, a chance to go fuel yourself. If you want to go see Static X, I do. They're doing an opening slot at Blossom later this summer, but the headlining tour, they kicked a full year down the road. So the Rise of the Machine tour is next March at the House of Blues, but I'll have a pair of tickets for you coming back here. 35192, you want to text for anything, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan